ionization, and that's exactly what this is. It's an ionizer.
Okay.
What it does is it eliminates ethylene gas, bacteria, and ammonias, and those are the things that hasten ripening periods. So you go out to the store, you pick out your favorite tomatoes, you throw it in a bag like this, then you give it a turn, then you shove it in a box and close that, and then it starts to get a little funky, and the strawberries get a little funky, and then the raspberries get a little bit fuzzy, and never anymore, because what this is going to do, the only secret is whatever you bring home, open the bag and let the gas out, because what this is going to do is not neutralize it, but it will actually eliminate it, and that's the secret. So your food will stay nice and crispy like you saw in that beginning animation. That actually wasn't animation, that was a live camera. 14 days where the bananas and the strawberries and the grapes and everything stayed super fresh. And that's exactly what this does.
Now, Tony, does it matter what size of refrigerator I have?
No, in fact, there's on the mode section here, on the low you can do your smaller refrigerators like the ones you might have at your office, or my daughter in her room because she's a diabetic.
Okay.
And then high for your normal size refrigerators. And if I can walk over to the fridge, I'll show everybody how simple it is.
Okay.
Comes with 4 batteries, which you'll put inside the unit. Turn it on, and then what I like to do is put it on the top shelf, maybe on an empty jar sitting in the back. And this will actually do 600 square feet, including all the way down into the drawers.
Wow.
But if you notice again, the secret, always open up your bags and let that gas out, because what Genius Air will do is eliminate that. And then what I'd like you to do, if you don't mind, Carolyn, can you pick up that unit and just smell the top of it?
This one?
Yes. Just think of a rain.
It smells like a very fresh, like right after it rains.
That's exactly what I wanted you to say, correct. Because that's what ionization does. And it also extends the life of your food. If you have things like shrimp or salmon or smelly things that are in your fridge, you don't have to worry about those smelling up anymore.
What if you have like a lingering mystery odor in your refrigerator, and hopefully you'll clean it out and figure out what it is. But maybe you got it out of there and it still smells kind of funky. Will this take care of a smell that's left over?
Absolutely.
Okay,
in fact, college kids love this. You know, they come back, they shove something in the fridge, and they shove something more, and they forget about 3 weeks later. Can we show them this?
Yes.
Because this actually talks to that.
This is really kind of scary when you see what we're going to do, but this is a heavy cake dome, so it's really containing all of the odors of these stinky kind of things in here. There's some garlic, there's some blue cheese, there's some fish, and there is more garlic and onions here. Garlic here, onions here. And then hidden behind it is this poor little piece of angel food cake, which would typically act like a sponge for all of those odors. But let me just be very brave and do this. It smells like angel food cake. It doesn't smell like any of those other things, and I'm gonna be even more brave.
This is the important part.
It tastes like angel food cake.
That's correct.
Not a hint of blue cheese, onions, garlic, or fish, because it's all been absorbed into the Genius.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
And I want to show everybody something that's really cool. And this has always been my promise to everybody here. Let me just take this out because we forgot to take that off. Now this is lettuce that's about 5 days old. But I'm going to put this up near my mic. You can just hear that crispiness. And then I want to show this to camera. Look at the moisture that's still on the inside. And that's my promise to everybody. If you're maybe 1 or 2 people at the house and you go to the store and they have a special on the bigger box of strawberries, or they might have deals on the peaches or raspberries or tomatoes, don't be afraid to buy them, because honestly, this will extend the life of your food. And at the same time, you'll open up your fridge and you don't have all those stinky smells that you had before.
Wow, that's really amazing. Here's what it does. So we're going to show you again. This is a camera that shows, but it was a camera, and showing you time-lapsed photography of what happens.
Correct. Just look, we're going to go left to right. On the right it has the Genius Air, on the left it doesn't. Look at the bananas on the top shelf and look at the ones on the right. In the bowl used to be strawberries, and this is 14 days, honest, legit, friends. Lipstick camera, we locked it down, security offices, the whole 9 yards. The one great thing about this, you'll really realize how good it is a week later when you go, wait a minute, when did I buy that celery? And it's still crispy. And I shot 2 infomercials last week. I was out down in the South. I came home and my romaine lettuce, which I was concerned about, you would think I would know better having the product, I could still crisp that up, snap it in half. I mean, it's a silent winner.
Well, we buy lots of produce because I have pet rabbits. And when I see lettuce is often very expensive. When I see it on sale, I'll buy like a lot, like a week's worth. And obviously, it's a waste of money if it's not going to be edible by the time they eat it, right?
Correct.
So this really helps to keep produce fresh.
It really does. And you can see just by looking at the fruits that are here and everything. One thing I love about this product, is it really does what we say on air as everything we sell here, but it's one of the things that you won't realize how good it is until you have it in your home, and then you'll realize.
So we're going to take a really close look at it. So let's describe,
Sure.
This is all one unit. There's no assembly. It comes with the batteries.
4 batteries included.
So that's really nice too. And then it's got a flashing light. Tell me what I'm looking at here.
Sure. You'll see SF on this side, which is super fresh, and I'll get to that in a second. Your power in the middle, and then the mode switch is here. And the mode switch is what you're going to do from high to low. Most people keep it on high because they're going to do it in a normal fridge. The SF Super Fresh, I love this. When you go shopping Friday or Saturday and you load up your whole fridge, hit that button, and this will ionize the entire fridge until it realizes, because it does have a computer chip in it, that there is no more gas. Another thing, it'll turn red, the light. You'll see it blink red when the batteries are going low, but it actually thermostats itself on and off depending on how much gas is in your fridge.
Fantastic.
So I got 4.5 months out of my first set of batteries.
So the batteries are smart too.
Correct.
Well, this is a great unit.
Thank you.
And again, if you've got the little dorm size fridge or the personal size fridge, it works there.
Yes.
And you can set the different sizes, or
That's correct.
it'll figure out what size of fridge it's in. Or if you've got the Big Mac Daddy fridge, one of these will work in there as
That's
well.
correct.
And if you've got an extra fridge in the garage or in your basement, maybe just for sodas or meats or something, or produce like I have in my bunny rabbit room, get a couple of these, because you know, you'll find that they're very, very handy, and they really do what they're supposed to do.
Absolutely. Well, we raise you know, 6 children total. So we had 2 fridges.
Yeah.
And we always did the outside one in the garage, which was our storage fridge.
Sure.
And that had everything in bulk, and then we would bring into the house what we need. So definitely had 2. The only place you can't use this in is a freezer. But even places like your gym, you go to a gym, put this in your locker. It will absolutely eliminate those odors around you.
Great idea.
It's just
I didn't
great.
know about that.
No filters to change, batteries last long, and it's just a super silent winner.
So this is very popular. It's under $29. We've sold over 100,000 of these on QVC. We have red, green, purple, or orange, and get as many of them as you have refrigerators. You'll love having those. Tony will be back. We've got some more great ideas coming your way. We have more from Mark Charles Masilli. Mimi McKenzie's here with a beautiful cutting board, and lots more as Kitchen Unlimited continues in just a second. So there's a great lineup of what's coming up on QVC, but listen, there's always time for Brian Doherty when he brings us these fine wines from Vintage Wine Estates. This is something that allows you to secure